Welcome to Super Science University Bhagavad-Gita, which only can fulfill any of your wishes and will give you permanent happiness in the end, the highest, most prime, and the only complete knowledge, which is the source of everything and it answers every possible question. So let's continue. It is impossible. Death is inference, a guess, by seeing another dying. And the fun is that when the other person dies, you are not seeing the death because the event of death for you is just that he used to speak till yesterday. But now he does not speak. He used to work till yesterday. Now he doesn't work. You are seeing something moving which has gone into a state of not moving. Seeing the one speaking and not speaking. Seeing the beating heart and the non beating heart. But is that enough to say that whatever was inside is dead? Is this enough? Was this enough to know the conclusion in death? It's not much. There was a yogi in the south some years ago, Brahm Yogi. He experimented with dying in the three places at Oxford University and at Calcutta and Rangoon universities. That was a very valuable experiment. He would die for 10 minutes. When his experiment was conducted at Oxford University, doctors were present, and he said that in these 10 minutes, doctors will investigate me and write a certificate whether I am dead or alive. Then he lost his breath, then his pulse stopped, then the heart stopped beating, then the flow of blood calmed down, and 10 doctors from the Medical College of Oxford University wrote a certificate that this man was dead and this man has completed all the symptoms of death, and 10 men signed that. And that Brahm Yogi came back alive after 10 minutes. Breathing started again. Heart started beating again. Blood started flowing again. Pulse returned again. And he said, then write a certificate as to what you think about this man. Those doctors said, we are in big trouble. Will you file a case against us in any court? The doctors asked the yogi, because whatever medical science could say, we have said it. So Brahm Yogi said, write to me also that till now all the people to whom you have given death certificates have become suspicious. So they should check it again. In reality, what we call death is the slipping away of life from the body. Just as a lamp shrinks its rays, the expanse of life shrinks back, returning to the seed. Then the dead person sets out on a new journey. But from outside, we consider this shrinking as death. We pressed the button, the electric bulb lit up, the rays ended, darkness started flowing from the bulb. Did the power go out? Just lost expression. Only the manifestation has stopped. Then, if we press the button and the rays of electricity started flowing back, has electricity been revived? Because there is no meaning in calling something that was not dead resurrected. Electricity was there the whole time, only the expression was lost. So that was not dead resurrected. What we call death is the becoming manifest and then becoming invisible again. What we call birth is the reappearance of the unmanifested. Krishna says, neither the soul dies by killing the people, nor the soul is saved by saving the people. The soul neither dies nor survives. In fact, that which is beyond death and survival, that is the soul, that is the existence. So there was a question, if the soul is not the abductor or is not even abducted, then how can the incidents of General Dyer or the concentration camps of the Nazis be justified? What is their usefulness in total acceptability? No one dies and no one kills. Whatever is there, there is no possibility of its destruction. Then should this be taken to mean that there is nothing wrong in committing violence? Should this be taken to mean that the great violence committed by General Dyer or Auschwitz in Germany or in Hiroshima is not worth of condemnation? Is it acceptable? No, Krishna does not have that meaning. It is useful to understand this. The fact that violence does not occur does not mean that the desire to commit violence is not bad. Violence does not happen at all, but there is a desire for violence. There is an intention of violence. There is a mood of violence. So that's why it's not worthy of condemnation. The one who is desirous of committing violence, the one who is taking interest in killing another, the one who is happy in killing another, the one who after killing another thinks that he has killed, no one will die later, but this man, this understanding that I killed, this man's desire that he found pleasure in killing, this man's desire that it is possible to kill, all this is a sin. The sin is not in having violence, the sin is in doing violence. It is impossible to happen, it is possible to do. When a person is committing violence, two things happen there. The occurrence of violence, Krishna says, is impossible, but the spirit of violence is absolutely possible. Just think about the opposite. Then, does Mahavir's non violence or Buddha's non violence have any meaning? If the violence in the concentration camps of Hiroshima and Auschwitz has no meaning, then the non-violence of Buddha and Mahavira also has no meaning. If you think that non-violence has meaning only if we can save someone who is dying and perishing, then there is no meaning. No, the non-violence of Mahavir and Buddha has a different meaning. This desire to save, this desire not to kill, this state of not taking interest in killing, this attitude of taking interest in saving. When Mahavir saves an ant, it is not that the ant is saved because of Mahavir's saving. In an ant, there whatever is going to survive will survive, and the one who is not going to be saved is not saved by Mahavir's saving. But Mahavir's feeling of carefully walking to keep an ant alive is very valuable. The ant does not get any profit or loss from this feeling, but Mahavir definitely gets it. Deep down, the question is about feelings, not about events. Deep down, the question is about emotion, what the person is thinking. Because a person lives surrounded by his thoughts. Events happen in reality. The person lives in thoughts and feelings. So, guys, whenever you see some magic happening, like you all are spellbound, like this guy can do something, like the example I gave about that Brahma Yogi who can hold his breath for 10 minutes and it seems like he's dead. But these are all siddhis. These all will give you meaning when you properly understood the meaning of Bhagavad-Gita. Like I also used to watch many serials when I was a kid, like Krishna, Mahabharat, and many others. So there was lot of things happening in them. Like we see they have superpowers. So we were like, are they born like that? Like we have a concept of aliens, that there was a new program that came and it was mentioning that these were all aliens from another world. So I also had this thinking like they had these superpowers, so there's nothing special. But no, like only the powers will make sense when the person is ready to accept that. Like these days people have powers but they don't have that capability to use them, so it's no use, there's no use of that. But it doesn't mean like it's not possible to have siddhis, it's possible. So the thing is like that. Even ghosts do exist, but they only make sense if you have proper knowledge. So ghosts only exist for those who just fear.